But those are moments when Brandon's lucky he looks like Brandon, because there wasn't even a slight suspicion that he was stealing. When you used to think of Seattle, you used to think of like ocean views, nice ass, like hippie type town type shit. Now you got crackheads shooting up doing fentanyl in front of the Steak and Shake. Yo! Next up, we got life on 3rd and Pike inside Seattle's drug epidemic. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. See what Brandon Buckingham done got himself into this time.
Get out of here. No, seriously, let's get out of here.
3rd and Pike.
It's a place where you can get drugs. It's a place where you die.
The epicenter of Seattle, Washington's drug epidemic. The intersection has become infamous for the hundreds of addicts that gather here to buy and use illegal drugs. The storefronts, once vibrant, now stand as hollow shells, overshadowed by the rampant addiction and despair. But it wasn't always this way. Going back to the 1920s, it was a popular streetcar stop for those that wanted to enjoy the more luxurious side of life, as the intersection featured an impressive array of upscale shopping. The first Starbucks was even founded 2 blocks from here in 1971, and the 1979 opening of the McDonald's was a proudly celebrated event. Unfortunately, the crack epidemic of the 1980s hit the area hard, and the McDonald's developed a growing reputation as the hangout spot for local drug dealers. In recent years, fentanyl has exploded in popularity with the local residents, resulting in more overdoses and violence than ever, as well as a booming open-air market. So come with me as we travel out to Seattle, Washington, and experience firsthand life on 3rd and Pike.
I steal
McDoubles. Selling crack and selling crack at the same place you buy McDoubles is crazy.
hundreds of dollars worth of groceries.
It's supposed to be one of the richest states around the country, and we're dealing with this.
How would you describe the difficulty of kicking opioid addiction?
It's impossible.
You're gonna see some grimy shit.
That's Seattle. Drugs.
Behind me is
104 fever? Did you go to the hospital? You might have monkeypox.
and Pike, and we're going to try to speak to some of the people that live here and find out firsthand what life is like.
It broke into the Ross.
I just know the life that you live, so you might have monkeypox.
No way, dude.
All right, check this out. We just missed it. Some guy ran up here and smashed this window of this Ross Dress for Less, stole some stuff, and ran out. As you can see right here, it's closed. And yeah, this guy tried to bring this big box out here. There's a bunch of merchandise on the ground. We got some Calvin Kleins.
Let's get out of here.
Saw some
No, seriously, let's get out of here.
Yes, sir. That's crazy. Oh, super poor timing on my part picking up this stolen object right as the cop walks out. So who am I here with?
Liam.
What is life like out here on 3rd and Pike?
Crazy as hell.
Those are moments when Brandon's lucky he looks like Brandon, because there wasn't even a slight suspicion that he was stealing shit.
A lot of drugs, a lot of bullshit, mayhem, a bunch of people walking around like zombies.
Yeah, I thought Cali was bad. Seattle is fuck, bro. Not even just based off this video. In the first like 2 minutes, we've seen some fucked up shit. But everything I've seen on the fucking internet, bro, they believe the media in that monkeypox. Duh. Seattle's wild. There's some wild shit going on in fucking the actual city of Seattle.
He's all fucked up.
And it's starting to branch out all throughout Washington.
How would you describe 3rd and Pike to someone who's never heard about it?
It's a place where you can get drugs, and it's a place where you die. I've seen a lot of things that I shouldn't have seen. Executions and shootings and shit like that.
How long have you been out here?
On and off for about like the last, I want to say like 8 years.
Could you tell us what happened to your leg?
Xylazine happened. Being a horse tranquilizer that, you know what I'm saying, eats through this tissue.
So it's suffering from necrosis right now?
Yeah, highly. Yeah.
Yuck.
I'll show you.
Ew, no.
Oh my god.
Okay, good. Yeah,
How long has it been like that?
It's probably been like that for about like.
I can't even look at it through the blur. I can't even look at it through the blur. I can't even. I can't.
Too.
You have it on both legs.
Yeah,
I can still see the discoloration through the blur.
Are you still using xylazine?
No.
Bro, that is like a 4% blur, Brandon. I can still fully see that shit, bro.
Or trust. I scratched my leg one time, and that's all it took. Next day, I had a lesion-like wound. Nobody wants to be in this
covered
fucking
again.
hell, as you can hear.
Bro, that was, bro.
Sucks, right?
Nah, that's
tell me
crazy.
about life out here.
Life down here is normal, you know. It's easy to do, and I just go to touch it.
Could you tell me a little bit about life out here on 3rd and Pike?
It's crap. It's exactly what you see. It's garbage. It's dope. It's hoes. It's people.
Okay, this is a question I got. Is it crack that makes your mouth do that? Cause is it just a coincidence that it's mainly crackheads that I see that have that like jaw thing where like that like the mouth butt right there. You know what I'm saying?
People who don't care about themselves, much less anybody else. It's it's shit like that.
Is it crack that does that, or is it just a genetic thing?
Just to live. We're getting harassed for it.
See,
It's
she
like
even
there's some
got it a little bit.
misconceptions about the homeless population.
Absolutely. But then again, look at this place. These people act like their 2-year-old children don't know how to pick up after themselves.
It's like disgustingly filthy and dirty. If I were to fly in from any other state and see this as a downtown, I'd be fucking repulsed.
No teeth?
You know, nowhere else is this
and crack
fucking
eats teeth.
trash.
That's
Every
why.
single person you see out here now
That's
is an
why.
adult. Adults should be able to
That
clean up
could
after
be why.
themselves.
Just a few years ago, if you came here, you would see orange needles littered all around the street, right?
A couple years ago, it was heroin that was the main drug out here, and you would see needles scattered everywhere, like everywhere you go. I mean, playgrounds, everything. There'd be needles everywhere, all over the city. Far and few between people who still shoot up out here, but I mean, you'll see it occasionally. But if you call a number, they'll come and pull up on you and give you needles, give you whatever you need.
So they have mobile needle delivery service?
Yeah, they do. It's like a needle exchange, harm reduction, and then they have harm reduction places where you can go and give your needles. You exchange them 1 for 1 for brand new needles. But a lot of the time, even if you don't have needles, they'll just give you boxes of them. It's crazy.
I mean, in reality, these crackhead motherfuckers is not quitting. These motherfuckers, they live outside, bro. They're not about to quit unless they want to quit. I think they already made their choice. You might as well make it safe for them to do it. Might as well make it so that, along with them being on the street, they're not passing along diseases to everybody else.
How does it make you feel when you see people like this gentleman who's on the ground just balled
What
up
the hell?
and crippled with drug addiction?
Uncomfortable. I mean, I don't like to see it, but I mean, I guess being out here is a part of life, you know? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Like, you can't get these people sober if they don't want to get sober themselves, you know?
I said it. Is that exactly what he said? Yeah.
There's essentially
Yeah,
nothing
exactly.
you can do unless they want something to be done.
Yeah, 100%. If you don't want to get sober for yourself, you're probably not going to get sober. You can get a dose of fentanyl for $1, you know?
That's super crazy. How
That is-
cheap was
what the
heroin?
fuck?
I wouldn't say cheap, but it was like $10 for a point or like 60 to 80 a gram. A fentanyl pill's a lot stronger than like a point of heroin, so when the fentanyl pills came out, they took over.
How bad is the fentanyl addiction?
You see a lot of these people, like, they'll be going crazy, crying, and like just begging people to get them high. And you know, like, I used to be an opiate addict, and like the opiate withdrawals are horrible.
For someone who doesn't know what it's like, how is the experience of going through a fentanyl withdrawal?
It's like the flu times like 5. It's horrible. It's like the worst flu you've ever had in your life. It takes days, and so a lot of these people don't want to go through withdrawals, so they keep doing it, you know?
Seattle used to be so much more than this, and now it's this. And it's,
Bro, when you used to think of Seattle, you used to think of like fucking like sick ass ocean views, nice ass like hippie type town type shit. Now you got crackheads shooting up doing fentanyl in front of the Steak and Shake.
sad.
What do you think the cause of Seattle getting so much worse is?
An attitude of acceptance, you know what I'm saying? The laws are changing, and they're being more, they're easier on people, and I know like that, nobody wants to hear me say that, but when you have people shooting up and smoking and all that on the street and shit, I've done it, I do it, you know, so I'm not gonna, and I can't knock it, but I do because I know better. And if I'm going to do that, I should be in the house doing it. I just don't have a house anymore, so where am I going to do it at?
Seattle's definitely not doing what they're supposed to. There's a lot of homelessness, and like they're really not doing shit about it. Like, as you can see, like the block is fucking crazy out here right now, and the cops really aren't doing much. They really can't do much. Seattle is like down a ton on cops right now, so I mean they're not doing even a quarter of what they should, really. A lot of theft and boosting. They grab shit from stores, shoplift, and then come out here and sell it. There's a bunch of fences out here, which is who you sell stolen shit to, and then they end up buying dope straight on the block.
Where do all these people sleep at night?
A lot of them just walk around here all night long, and that's all they be doing is just walking around, and like they don't really have a place to go. And then the other people, they either have tents or like they have somewhere to go, a friend's house, a tent, tiny home, whatever, you know.
I think Seattle's doing a great job. They got bombarded with a lot of people.
I've been seeing some homeless ocean houses and some homeless people like ocean houses. Or like not ocean, but like a cove house type thing. It'll be like a little like bay type area, and then they'll set up like a little like houseboat on like planks of wood and type shit, and just have like whole like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Housing part
They have like a whole like
kind
crib
of iffy to me.
out of like
I realize that
plywood
there's
and
a lot
fucking
of housing
pellets
available,
and shit.
but they're not being utilized for some reason. And there's a lot of buildings that are going up that are being torn down and rebuilt. There's enough units for whoever's left out here anyway, for them to have
at least 2 units to themselves.
For those who don't know, Seattle offers its homeless population housing programs such as Urban League and DESE, a program that aims to end homelessness and assist by placing people in emergency housing sites. You were saying that you've been homeless before, right?
Yeah, I've been homeless for like a couple years, had a stint of homelessness.
And how difficult is it to get housing here in Seattle?
If you don't have any resources, it's really difficult to get housing, especially a lot of people out here, like they get their shit stolen, they lose their ID, all that kind of stuff. The city gives people like free apartments or will house people for an extended amount of time, but that's like difficult. It takes years to get into. Either A, they just tell you to call back later, or they really don't help you at all.
I wonder if that's true. I wonder if that is actually true, or I also am not sure if this dude is a drug addict either. But that could be true. But that is also what like all of the drug addicts that were living in the mole people in Las Vegas in the Channel 5 documentary video, that's what all of them said. They all used those exact same excuses. They used all of those excuses, and then when Andrew Callahan actually went and talked to like the places that help people, they were like, "No, we've tried to help them get all that shit like 10 times and they all say no and just don't do it."
Like it's super difficult. It took me a couple years to get off the streets. I mean, a lot of these people have been out here for 6, 7, 8 years and still can't get housing. And then
so
like,
I
they have
wonder
a bunch
where
of
it differs for a place that's as democratic as Portland. I wonder how that would differ from a place like Las Vegas, Nevada.
shelters, and the shelters are always either full,
how a
or
program
like they have
like that
bed
would be
bugs and like lice and all sorts of crazy shit that you don't want to get.
I mean, there's lots of housing they give out. There's places where they could shower and shit and all that stuff instead of the alleyways.
They're called harm reduction, and so they give you supplies so that you can safely use. But that creates a drug culture. So if you're trying to get clean, then that like they have funding to do like amazing things, and they just don't.
What?
And you have those.
That made no sense. That made no sense. I don't even know what she'd like. It's not even that I disagree. I genuinely don't know what point she was trying to make.
Don't respect anything anybody else is trying to do. So I'm sorry about your background, but that bitch is a mess. So
this is ridiculous. There's many times I've cleaned up, just a whole corner, just because I'm sick of looking at it and being in it, because the people you see out here, you know what I mean? Everyone's just like
always the ice cream. Always the ice cream. Apparently, when these motherfuckers get off fentanyl, the one thing they want is ice cream.
Over, and it's like fucking walking through Monsters Inc. It's crazy.
What are the people like out here?
Assholes and scandalous. You gotta be careful the things you hold in your possessions, because they'll be gone in 3 seconds if you don't watch them closely.
What originally brought you down to Third and Pike?
I don't know. People like me, kind of, wanderers, nomads.
How long have you been out here?
I've been out here since my daughter died. So.
Oh, damn.
She died in October 11th, 2021. So I've been out here since she died. That's about it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
That sounds like a plausible push to become a drug addict. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That makes sense.
Whoa. What happened?
They shot Orbeez at us. Someone just drove by and shot us with Orbeez.
Yeah, see, they do cynical shit like that. Yesterday, I got threatened to be shot in the eyeball and in the face.
How did you initially wind up homeless?
I ended up losing my job. I was a caregiver. That's my career. I got my CNA.
What's some of the stuff you have to go through living out here?
A lot of abuse. I didn't have it hard compared to a lot of other people that have been abused in many awful ways by their parents, by their family members. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Interviewing. If I can get into a car right now and run, I would run away.
Is there a lot of violence out here?
oh yeah, you have other people that just beat up on other weaker people and take their stuff, and yeah, it's very violent. It's a very violent culture. When people are out here stealing from each other, it can become a violent situation.
It's constant, rampant. People get stabbed, people get shot all the time. It's craziness.
The McDonald's on 3rd Street, right near Pike, has been a hot spot for criminal activity and violence. In 2015, a large-scale drug bust swept through the area and 95 people were arrested, but it did little to quell the drug addiction that plagued the streets. On January 22nd, 2020,
there'll always be another person,
this McDonald's,
and there'll always be someone else who wants it.
Would you say this is one of the most dangerous areas in Seattle?
Yeah, that and I'd say Chinatown, like about like 12th and Jackson, probably like one of the most dangerous areas.
Next, we make our way to 12th Avenue and South Jackson Street, 10 blocks south of Pike Street, roughly a half-mile away.
So just a short drive away from 3rd and Pike is 12th and Jackson, right? And you said that what goes on out here?
This is like the notorious like selling area for stolen merchandise, like fencing.
How much of a discount can you get items if you purchase them out here?
I mean, it depends on what you're getting, but like really, really cheap. Like for instance, like clothing, you can get like nice clothing that's like probably $50 in the store for like $5 out here.
A lot of these people just go.
I don't remember the last time I've heard anyone say the full word of clothing instead of just saying clothes. What the fuck?
Into a store and just grab stuff and leave.
Yeah, they do.
What's good, deal?
What's called guerrilla boosting, which is where you go into a store, you just openly grab merchandise and leave.
Boosting or retail theft has caused several local businesses to move out of the area affected by the rampant thefts. It's very common, as we just saw at the Ross Dress for Less.
As you can see right behind us, smash and grabs are not very uncommon, and one just happened.
People that stole a bunch of shit from Ross, we just missed it, I guess.
Nah, this is 3rd and Pike inside Seattle.
In the car, smash and grab robberies are common out here.
Yeah, so a lot of these stores have closed down. For instance, you said the McDonald's up there.
Yeah, you can't go inside the McDonald's. The Macy's closed down because people are doing the same thing, smashing and grabbing a bunch of coats. A lot of the time, if they don't have private security, they won't do anything and they won't stop you. Most of the stores don't want confrontation. They don't want that bullshit, so.
Fuck the rich people that are mad that I wear more expensive shit than they do.
Is that a
I
wig?
get it cheaper than they do.
It's definitely a wig.
Getting wild, man. It start, you know, that Fetty start hitting, man. These streets start getting a little more wicked, man. And you know, Fetty's like turning into new cracks.
Cold at nighttime.
He might be one of the niggas selling Fetty gang.
I don't know. A lot of bathrooms used. There's a girl, which is gross.
But it be crazy out here, like most people like be smoking all day long. Like,
Bro said,
like
so
this,
I need to
until
go
the
there.
cops come, people
For
start
what?
moving around like cattle.
We're getting money. We're getting paid.
Go
we're getting
there
money
and
every day.
rob.
I don't
I
put
mean-
with all the rules of society, you know, they're bullshit. I ain't got to pay taxes to some government that's going to kill my kids with the money I give them. Pretty well free to do what I want to do until the cops come and tell us I got to push it down the street. All the kids that disappear, only people that can make them disappear without a problem is police officers. Look into that a little bit more, Mr. and Mrs. Taxpayer.
Could you tell me a little bit about life out here?
Amazing. The atmosphere is awesome. I moved out here because weed was legal and things like that. I want to be homeless, you know?
You want to be?
Yeah, I like it.
What are some of the...
Nigga said he likes being homeless. How the fuck do you like being homeless? I don't know who... I could see, like, liking a nomad lifestyle, like liking like a bus life type shit, but liking being homeless is crazy. That's just an unpleasant lifestyle. You don't. That's one of the basic necessities. That's one of Pavlov's basic necessities, bro. Bro, you need a house to live and a shower. No bed, no shower, sleeping on the fucking concrete or inside of a shelter. Fucking. Well, they're in Oregon, so heat don't really matter. No heat, no AC. Bro. Fuck all that. Just get high all damn day.
The benefits of being homeless from your perspective?
I don't have to answer to nobody. Wake up whenever, go to bed whenever.
How long have you been homeless for?
I've been homeless for going on 6 years.
Nigga, it is 2024. There are several things that you can do to wake up and go to sleep whenever you want to. You just want to be a drug addict, gang.
What did you do before you were homeless?
I worked at a shipyard for 14 years on the East Coast.
Tell me a little bit about life out here.
You're gonna get snaked. You're gonna have friends that you think are close to you. You know what I'm saying? People that you think are close to you turn their back on you, and you're gonna see the real underbelly of the world.
My homie just got shot fucking the other day, and in that shooting, someone died. And it's like, that's some shit that happens all the time. And
how many times did you get shot?
I got shot like one time. It went in and it went out, and just being wrong place, wrong time.
How long ago was that?
It was like 2 days ago, and it was on and today is my birthday. That's the crazy thing.
Today's your birthday?
Yes, I almost not made it to my own birthday. Just die right now.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
I feel like the Seattle government is doing a good job of helping homeless people find housing.
Outreach workers who don't do very much outreach for me, being I'm homeless, if I miss an appointment or something, they get upset with me, or they don't do their fair share, I think, of reaching out. Like right now I'm homeless, I don't have a phone, can't keep a cell phone because I fall asleep outside and they get stolen. Can't catch up with her, she can't catch up with me, and she's in court a lot, so.
It's always the excuses. It's always excuses. You just don't want to get clean. Just say that. Just say that. You don't want to get better. It's that easy. Just admit it. Just admit it. You can't get mad at anyone other than your goddamn self for missing fucking appointments.
Homelessness has been an ongoing historical issue in Seattle. The problem being documented as far back as 1850.
Just like, bro, I honestly respect a motherfucker more that's just like, I just want to be homeless. What do you mean? Yeah, I just like living outside. I like being on drugs. I respect that way more than a motherfucker just straight lying to me and themselves. Because that's not, just tell the truth, bitch.
In 2020, the city of Seattle allocated $80 million for the Division of Homeless Strategy and Investment. However, the cost of medical, police, and all nonprofit governmental efforts has cost much more than this across the region.
As far as the government, you know, you guys know it. Government don't care about nobody.
What do you think could be done to clean up an area like 3rd and Pike that has been the way it is on and off for over 40 years?
They gave us housing, and it really didn't do much. You're still out there.
They gave everybody out there housing?
Pretty much. I mean, the people that really wanted it. I mean, you want me to be honest about it?
Yeah.
The motherfuckers that didn't get housing didn't want housing. You're supposed to.
Bro. See, finally, why someone that's actually telling the fucking truth. No. Finally, someone who's actually, bro. Everybody else been fucking gals, been fucking saying the bullshit. No, these motherfuckers want to stay outside and get high. That's what it is. So the best that you can do is give them needles because they're gonna get high anyways. You can give them a house, but then they're just gonna get fucking high in the house anyways.
One spot, you were in one spot. Come on, man.
So you feel like someone that's homeless right now in downtown Seattle has the option to be housed?
Exactly. Bro, all the way back here. When was it? It was when it was like this section of the video. Dude was saying it can take 5 years to get housing. I know that's not true. I know for a fact that's not fucking true.
It's a decision for them to be out in the streets for the most part. That's probably surprising to some people.
There's a difference between homeless and a homeless tweaker. Exactly. These are fucking homeless tweakers. These motherfuckers want to be out there. It is possible to just fall upon bad luck. You fucking end up living in your car for 2 years. It is possible. That is a possibility. But it's different than going and hanging out on fucking Skid Row or a place like this. There's levels to this shit.
And I really put the time.
You can be homeless anywhere. Basically, you can be homeless anywhere. You chose to be here.
To really like follow what they asked me to do, and that's how I got my housing, my hotel, and then I got into my apartment that I'm in now.
What is the housing like that you received?
I stay in a DESC building, and I told them I wanted to quit doing drugs, but you can't put somebody who wants to quit doing drugs in a DESC building.
Why is that too much temptation?
Everybody there does drugs. Everybody there is crazy. Everybody's just a piece of outside world in an apartment building, pretty much.
It's like a chaos environment. How long have you been out here?
I've been on the streets for 10 years. I just got an apartment last August, so I've been indoors for about almost a year.
You have to pay.
Fuck! That just made me so happy that this dude just said the fucking truth. Oh my god, that just made me so happy.
Anything for it?
30% of income.
You can be on a waiting list for a lifetime.
You like that whole situation, or is there something that you think Seattle could be doing differently?
No, they're doing right for the housing.
Maybe Section 8 type shit, but for them,
a single white male,
for them to get off the streets and shit,
years
it's not very hard.
On the list?
Yeah.
No, the tiny houses used to be cool. Like, you go up and like, if you didn't have anything to eat, they give you fucking a warm meal.
We always get judged by people driving by, people that have homes. They always want to judge us.
I mean, the nigga just said exactly how it is. He just said exactly how it is. If you're out there, you want to be out there. There's people and programs that will help you get to where you need to be. In this day and age, in 2024, there are programs that will help you if you actually need the help. If you actually need it and you want it and you're actually going to stick to the shit that you have to do. But most people just won't actually do it.
And they pretended to give us homes, but all that money that they invested, not a single person has been given a home. They say, oh, we will send you, we will call you. How you gonna call me? How you gonna find me when I'm over here? You need to come over here and find me here. Nowhere else. Like, you're gonna see me. Why do you need to send me a mail? Come over here and find me and give me the house. How hard is that?
So you feel they didn't make it easy enough to get a home?
Not like, they made us beat around circles. They did money and they disappear. They buy cars for themselves. They buy bonuses for themselves.
So you guys are willingly homeless. Where do you...
I agree though with the Section 8 shit, because I have heard of people having to wait like a few years to get in like a Section 8 housing type of situation. But I already hashed over everything else.
Find places to sleep at night.
Anywhere. Even Pike Market right there at the picnic tables. I'll sleep there, you know. Yeah, man.
I'm just walking through.
Yeah. Carry on.
So a lot of these stores are closed yet. Some of these high-rises are apartments that cost over $3,000 a month.
Yeah, I mean, some of them, like, if
Imagine paying $3,000 a month to look out the window and see this shit.
you were to buy them outright or
Hell.
$1.5, $2 million
Hell.
apartments, you know.
Basically, with opiate addiction, I hate myself and want to die. Why? Because they keep kicking us down, kicking us down, kicking us down.
It's not like in Vegas, like it's hot, bros. You know what I'm saying? Most people underground and shit. Most people hiding, but out here people don't give a fuck because the law don't arrest you, bros. They'll come to you while you're smoking, wake you up, take your bubble, take your foil, throw it away. But that's in other states, you go to jail for that shit. People be having wounds and shit. It be crazy out here. Like, some people OD, like somebody might be sleeping, you think. But all the time to be dead and shit. Nigga, every drug nowadays is laced with Fetty, Trank, whatever, bro. It's like, you be surprised. You might think you're smoking weed, and next minute, gone. Like, even me the other day, I was smoking some weed, I woke up in the hospital.
Yeah, how would you describe 3rd and Pike?
Dangerous. You got to be right, or you're going to get hurt out there. You know what I mean?
What keeps you, staying out here every day?
I'd have to say 100% my addiction to fentanyl. I'm trying to get into treatment again, and it just seems like a never-ending cycle.
He looked like
How would you describe the
Duffy. Yeah, I don't think this is who you talking about. I don't think this is who you talking about, gang. Who?
difficulty of kicking opioid addiction?
Almost impossible. Sometimes I think it's impossible. You'll have months and months of sobriety, but then that conscious of relapsing will be on your conscious because you hold yourself you hold yourself up to that standard and you don't want to let yourself down. But I really want to quit. I'm tired of all this
At
stuff.
the end.
What would you tell someone who's thinking about experimenting with opioids?
Don't do it. It's not worth it. You lose everything in your life eventually.
Nigga.
Small percentage of us even make it out. This life is so exhausting that I'm living right now. It's like I don't even know if I'll be able to make it.
I see
You're
a lot
talking
of
about
those
this nigga
appear to
because he
have
looked exactly
spinal
like that
issues
nigga.
out here. Is that from the fentanyl leaning?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they're just getting so high that they're deteriorating their spinal cord?
Well, that and it's just like lack of sleep and just constantly standing up.
And you might see a person who's sober, right? Acting normal as shit, like the most smartest person all day long. Hit that 50 one time. Turn into like a demon, a zombie or something.
What up, y'all? Just say hi to the camera, man.
Yeah, man.
It's your boy, Baby KC, man. AKA Ali, man. AKA flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
What are some things that you think people might not know about being homeless in general?
It's a choice. People don't believe that. People don't understand that. If you don't want to be homeless, you don't have to be homeless. You can get your shit together and, be where you want to be. But people choose it because there's no rules. There's no bill.
This nigga is saying the fucking truth, bruh.
There's no rules. There's no expectations on you. You just chill all day.
It's like the ultimate freedom in a way?
Pretty much. But then it eats away at you. Because, you end up like me, 32 years old, racing to
32. 32. That's a hard 32, my nigga.
to find some type of job that's going to put some money into my pension so that I can live comfortable when I get old instead of working until I'm 80,
My name's Aaron Gilmore.
What has brought you down to 3rd and Pike?
Well, I do a lot of drugs. Smoke a lot of fentanyl.
Fentanyl is obviously a pretty hardcore drug. What led you down the path of fentanyl use?
I had cancer.
They even have better shirts than this nigga's
Age of like 13 to somewhere like
you're laying there naked right now. I don't want to hear you talk about clothes.
Dilaudid and morphine and shit like that to smoking
put
pills.
some fucking clothes on.
Into heroin, because heroin's cheaper. And
how long have you been addicted to opioids?
Well, from 13 to
get off your stomach, kicking your feet up in your there.
You do the math.
This nigga's over there laying on his tummy, kicking his
addiction to someone who's never been through it.
I can't put it into words. I'm not going to try to. I'm just going to tell you that to want to exist in this world.
Exactly. He doing a whack 100 right now.
Pretty low place in life. I go into a grocery store every night. I steal hundreds of dollars worth of groceries to sell them half price to people who are only willing to pay half price because they know they can get one leg up on me. I walk away with $40, which is enough to do drugs and maybe a soda or two.
Where do you hope to be in like 3 years?
Not dead.
I guess to someone out there that is considering trying opioids for the first time, what advice would you give them?
What the fuck are you thinking? That's it. That's it. What the fuck are you thinking?
Ha!
Someone out there that is considering trying opioids for the first time, what advice would you give them?
What the fuck are you thinking? That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you thinking? It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do opiates.
I mean, I
True.
hope just don't have.
You see? That's a real air cracker, man. Spitting the truth. Bro, Kick don't like it, bro. You can say nigga all day. You can say nigga all fucking day, but you say cracker, nope. Make it make sense, though. Make it make sense, though.
Happened to none of y'all?
Tell others about the resources that are out there so people can get off the streets and get some help.
We're all just living a life, life of struggle and addiction right now, but hopefully we overcome this hump. And I want to make a shout out to my family, and I love you guys and hope to get back in everybody's lives soon.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
I wish that I never did drugs. Fentanyl needs to go.
God bless America.
She's an
Hopefully
eye
people
patch
will start to actually care a little bit more.
Bruh.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. As always, the Extended help be on Patreon. And is there anything else you want to say to the people out there?
Just don't do fentanyl. Tell your loved ones if you love them, because you don't know, people die every day, man. You don't know when your time's gonna be.
Cold ass motherfucking riders. W motherfucking Brandon Buckingham. Always going out, bringing out the real motherfucking news. The shit that we are not about to go out and do our motherfucking self. So we appreciate this nigga for going out and doing for us. W.
You can't come around my gang, you ain't got no fucking motion. You ain't got no fucking motion.